Welcome to Wellywood Wargaming, where the grim dark never sleeps. Crack open a bottle of Wild Snake and spark up a low stick as we take a journey down under Hive.
Howdy Hive Scum, and welcome back to another episode in my series of Necromunda alliances. Today, boys and girls, we're going to be looking at the Narco Lords. Now, the full rules for the Narco Lords, this is going to be quite a quick video, by the way. The full rules for these guys can be found in the House of Chains on page 90. So if you turn to your House of Chains book and check out page 90, you'll find all the rules for the Narco Lords in here. The Narco Lords are pretty cool. There aren't any official miniatures, but again, this is a really good opportunity for you to kit bash and convert something up for a bunch of Hive Scum. Now, Hive Scum are the best thing about Necromunda, if you ask me. Just like the best thing about Hero Quest is the Balrog, the best thing about Necromunda is the Hive Scum, which is why I call you all Hive Scum as well, because I love you all. These guys are really interesting, and like I said, they don't have a model, but you've got some really good opportunities for kit bashing and converting here, and just using models from your collection as the Hive Scum that you'll get as part of the Alliance. Now, these guys are a criminal alliance, so you must be an outlaw to be able to ally with these guys, and the nature of their operations makes the Narco Lords deeply distrustful of law-abiding gangs. So you've got to be an outlaw to ally with these guys, and the strong alliance is, of course, with House Goliath, seeing as they are in the House Goliath book as well. So let's talk about some of the benefits and drawbacks for the Narco Lords. The first benefit, the first major benefit here for the Narco Lords is abundant supply. So while the gang is allied with the Narco Lords, the rarity and legality of all chems listed in the black market are reduced by 2. So you've got better access or easier access to chems. Chems, in my opinion, are still a little bit expensive, and I don't see a huge amount of use in them without a chem dealer. So you could double this up with the chem dealer and make them super easy to get hold of and get some free stuff on tick as well each game too with the chem dealer. Chem dealer's fantastic. The next one, though, is Narco Scum, and this is obviously the main sort of party, the main alliance in terms of miniatures that you get for your alliance as well. In the pre-battle sequence, the gang may add D3 plus 2 Hive Scum to their gang for the battle ahead. These hired guns may be taken in addition to any Hive Scum purchased and do not cost the gang any credits to hire. But if chosen, they must be included in the gang's crew, even if the crew selection for the scenario being used is random. This may take the number of fighters in the starting crew above the number specified by the scenario. So a possible 5 extra Hive Scum here is really, really nice. And this is particularly powerful on a gang like Goliath, which usually has a low body count. If you've got an outlaw gang that is quite elite in terms of the body count, quite expensive fighters, maybe squats and things like that, this just adds an extra load of bodies of just cheap chaff, like flesh bags, really, that you can just chuck at stuff with reckless abandon, not worrying about them because they're not permanently part of your gang. You get to roll each game the D3 plus 2, so you've always got a little army of scum that you can just bring along and just chuck at the enemy. It's also just really fun and fluffy having your own miniatures from your collection that you can throw in. You can give them names and characters and stuff. But these guys are just effectively meat shields. They are free fighters. You get a possible 5 of them, which is more than any other alliance apart from the Rogue Factoria, which gives you 5 as well. These guys are better because the stats for the scum and the equipment that they can get access to is better than the Rogue Factoria if we're going to compare them. But even though it isn't quite as exciting as, you know, actual stats and special rules for some of the other alliances that you get, I just think having an extra possible 5 bodies, a minimum between 3 and 5 bodies that you can just add, particularly to those gangs like I mentioned, the Goliaths, the squats with low body count, elite gangs. You can just really flesh things out and have a bunch of mooks just doing work and just getting in the way of things while your gang is sort of preserved a little bit, and you know, you can use them as shields like I mentioned. So I think this is a really nice benefit. However, let's talk about drawbacks, because each of these alliances has a drawback. During the pre-battle sequence, if the gang has the option of choosing the scenario to be played, roll a d6. On a 1, 2, or 3, the gang must choose Downtown Dust Up, Ghast Harvest, and the hit scenario, taking on the role as the attacker. On a 4+, the gang chooses any scenario as normal. Instead of rolling a d6, the gang can choose to play the scenario, any scenario should I say, but if they do, they must test the alliance. Many of these drawbacks like that, the one that mentions certain scenarios are a little bit outdated and don't really make sense with the wealth of scenarios that we've got now. And I've mentioned this in every video so far. So again, this is up to an arbitrator how they want to tweak things on this perhaps. The last drawback, though, is payment due. So during the post-battle sequence, if the gang gained any credits as a scenario reward, the gang must give up D3 times 10 credits to the Narco Lords. Alternatively, you don't have to give the credits up, but you must test the alliance. Personally, D3 times 10 credits in exchange for a possible 3 to 5 Hive Scum is a fantastic deal. There aren't really any big drawbacks from this. You can offset that by having a fixer in your gang, and that is going to usually pay for that anyway. But, you know, 5 Hive Scum in your gang is really, really good. It's probably the least exciting alliance in a lot of ways in terms of rules and special stuff, and that's why this video is going to be quite a short one, unfortunately. But I do really like the Narco Lords. I think they're really, really cool. I haven't actually used them yet, but I've used plenty of Hive Scum through tactics cards, through bounty systems and things like that as well. And I just love Hive Scum. So I could talk at length about how awesome Hive Scum are. They are the everyday mooks of Necromunda, and the reason why I love it so much, because you can really imagine yourself through the eyes of a Hive Scum playing Necromunda. So anyway, that's what I've got for the Narco Lords. I'll be back with another episode real soon. I hope you enjoyed this. Please do like, share, subscribe, check out the Patreon, and I'll be back with another one real soon. Peace out.